Many thanks for joining us on the Value Chain TV News Update. My name is Chat Moses. On the news update, in the recent nationwide broadcast to commemorate Nigeria's independence, the President announced a National Youth Conference, which will last for 30 days to address the diverse challenges and opportunities confronting the nation's young people. Our correspondent, Anastasia Adezi, had a chat with few Nigerian youths. The report.
To mark the 64th national independence of Nigeria, the President has announced 30 days set aside to have a National Youth Conference to hear the opinions of Nigerian youths. Value Chain TV took to the streets to hear what the youths have to say about this conference. Come with us.
I would like the President of this country to address the issue maybe as a youth, the challenges I'm facing is that things should go easy. In terms of our educational system, before you get to the school, you pass through many challenges in terms of paying fees, registration and all that. And yet after maybe going to school, they will still find that to have a job is even a problem. So I would like the government to work on those particular sectors to make things easy for we the youth. And also in the aspect of that, this has made the youth now, in fact, to even go to school has become a very challenging issue for them. Because knowing that after passing through challenges in school and spending more years, and yet you still come back to square one. So we want the Nigerian government to help us at least in things like this, to help us in this sector.
Nigerian youth is facing a big problem because if you check now, there is high rates of insecurity, and if you look at people that are involved in banditry, kidnapping and all that, you find out that is the young Nigerian youth. So now, I think Nigerian government should look at the unemployment rate. Youths are out there after going to school, no employment opportunities. They don't have access to where they can work and earn a living. So therefore, they end up in the streets looking for a way to fetch for themselves and all that. And then you see some of our youths running away, our experts, people that can as well put impact in this country. They are running away. They are going to other countries because there are better opportunities out there. So if Nigeria should look at this, build factories or maybe bring opportunities that will help and develop the youths. Bring maybe impact them in skills, opportunities like that. I think yes, it will help the youth a lot.
I think lack of employment in Nigeria, I think that's the main problem of Nigeria right now, because many youths that are done with their school, of most, you find out that most of them don't really have good job. Some of the youths, you find them doing one or two. Some of them are doing what they are not supposed to do. Some of us, what we read, that's not what we're practicing of most. So I think lack of employment is the main problem of the youths right now. I think you need to address the problem of unemployment in Nigeria. I think you need to open at least new revenues or so, ways in which the youths will be employed in one way or the other. Maybe even if it's a new, maybe a new place where youths will be employed. Also, I think that might reduce the rate, because I know it's not actually going to bring down everything, but it might reduce the rate of unemployment for the youth in Nigeria.
Having listened to some Nigerian youths and the anticipation building up to this 30-day conference, Nigerians hope that this conference gives great results. For Value Chain TV, Anastasia Adeze reporting.
Nigeria has recorded a reduction in petrol importation following the removal of fuel subsidy by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in May 2023. According to the latest Petroleum Products Distribution Statistics report of the National Bureau of Statistics (NBS), petrol imports dropped by 3.58 billion liters in the second half of 2023 compared to the first half of the year. The country imported 8.36 billion liters of premium motor spirits in the half quarter of 2023, and significant decrease from the 11.94 billion liters imported in the first quarter of 2023, marking a 29.99% reduction. And now on the business sector, the federal government has signed a 122 billion naira project equity participation agreement with 6 gas infrastructure companies aimed at transforming the mainstream gas value across the country. Adabio Gwejofor shares more details.
This was disclosed by the Minister of State for Petroleum Resources Gas, Mr. Ekperikpe Ekpo, during the signing ceremony of the Midstream Downstream Gas Infrastructure Fund (MDGIF) and Promoters Agreement in Abuja. The MDGIF entered into the agreement with gas infrastructure promoters to enhance Nigeria's gas infrastructure. The 6 companies involved in the partnership are Asiko Energy Holdings Limited, Femadec Energy Limited, Ibile Oil and Gas Corporation, Sikh Oil and Gas Limited, Rolling Energy Limited, and Topline Limited. ECPO emphasized that the fund was committed to supporting investors to ensure Nigeria's growth is driven by gas. For Value Chain TV, Adabio Gwejo for reporting.
And on aviation, the United Arab Emirates UAE flag carrier Emirates Flight landed the Murtala Mohammed International Airport, Lagos, about 2 years after it stops operation in Nigeria over diplomatic impasse and known repatriation on its revenues. The flight EK783, which touched down at the old terminal of the MMIA airport at exactly 3:32 p.m., arrived with several empty seats on its Boeing 773-300ER. With the resumption of the operation, the airline is expected to operate a daily service between Lagos and Dubai, offering customers more choice and connectivity from Nigeria's largest city to and through Dubai. Shell has appointed Mr. Ronald Adams as a new managing director of its deepwater subsidiary in Nigeria, Shell Nigeria Exploration and Production Company Limited, SNEPCO. Media Relations Manager at Shell, Gladys Afam Anadu, made these announcements in a statement where she noted that Adams previously held the position of Chief Executive Officer at Atlantic NLNG in Trinidad and Tobago. Afam Anadu highlighted that Adams replaces Eloho Iboni, who is moving to an international role as Asset Director at Brunei Shell Petroleum, BSP. Now moving to the international news, the Lagos State government have revealed a 120 billion euros commitment from the Netherlands government to support its ongoing waste-to-energy project with a Dutch company, the Harvest West Consortium. This was revealed by the Lagos State Commissioner for Environment and Water Resources, Tokunbo Wahab, in an interview with newsmen, where he provided updates on the various partnerships the Lagos State government has established with foreign private sectors. And finally, on sports, Nigerian winger Chidera Ejuke has been ranked top player with the most successful dribbles in the European top 5 leagues. Our sports correspondent Kabir Lawal completes the story.
The 26-year-old Chidera Ejuke, who completed 23 dribbles this season, had debuted for the Nigerian national team in a friendly 1-1 tie with Tunisia on October 13, 2020, and has 8 caps playing for the Super Eagles. He was also part of Nigerian squad for the 2022 African Cup of Nations in Cameroon, where he made 2 appearances as the Super Eagles got knocked out in the round of 16 by Tunisia. Dribbling has been a crucial part of his game since he broke out of CSKA Moscow, where he was ranked the 3rd best dribbler in the world by CIES Football Observatory publication in November 2021. This is the 2nd time in Nigeria will be ranked top among dribblers in the world in September, a strong indication that he hasn't dropped the bar since moving to Sevilla in the summer. That's Sport News. I am Kabir Lawal.
And this ends the Value Chain TV news update. I remain Chad Moses. Many thanks for watching.